but they go above and beyond in every aspect of the car. There's
Uncle Gold Clips. In favor of the serious acceleration speeds, Tesla puts a lot of emphasis on making the car really secure. I heard that they do a lot of testing, and like that they passed all security tests with flying colors, and that not only is it the best electric car, it's kind of the safest car out there. Did I understand that correctly?
Yeah, right from the beginning, like back in 2013 when the Model S, I think it was 2013, when the Model S was being rolled out, and they were getting their Euro NCAP safety tests done, and the US equivalent. I remember there was a story about I think it was the US test, and they were doing a crush test where they basically put the car in a gigantic hydraulic vise and see how much pressure it can take.
Mm-hmm.
And the machine got up to a pressure equivalent to 5 other Tesla Model S stacked on top, and then the machine broke. So the car refused to crush, and this is an aluminium bodied car. It's like, you don't think of aluminium as a strong material, but the way that they have it molded and built is just exceptionally strong. But at the same time, of course, it has to crush in certain directions to absorb the impact. So ahead of the passenger cabin in a standard car, what do you have? Directly in front of the driver, you have a big block of metal, a big engine.
Yeah.
And if you impact another vehicle, that big block is not going to crush. It's going to come through the cabin and crush your legs.
Mm-hmm.
And in a Tesla, there's nothing ahead of the driver. There's a frunk, as they call it, a front trunk. It's just empty space, and you can put luggage in there and stuff. But they have crush zones all around that. So the passenger cab is far safer in an electric car than it would be a standard combustion car, internal combustion engine car.
Tesla has everything underneath, right? On the lower section, right?
That's right. Yeah. So they have the wheels and the axles sort of define the edges of what they call the skateboard, and that is entirely composed of the batteries.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, maybe we didn't mention that Tesla is an electric car company, or a car through and through. Electric motors, electric batteries. There isn't an ounce of combusting oil in this thing. Yeah, so the whole car is sitting on this skateboard, and then the structure of the car is built around that. So there's inherently greater safety in that there's a lot of mass in those batteries, so that brings the center of gravity of the car down lower. That improves your handling, your road holding, and so on. But it also means that you're less likely to roll the car. So there's a number of different models of Tesla. There's Model S, which is the first one I drove. There's Model X, which is the sort of larger, almost SUV type vehicle. Mm-hmm. That's reasonably tall, and historically, stuff like the Mercedes A-Class back in the early 2000s, they had issues with these tall cars that they would roll too easily. And I remember there was a recall for that. But with the center of gravity centered on the battery pack, the taller Teslas, they road hold just as well as the shorter ones.
Awesome stuff.
I should also emphasize that there's some inherent benefits to an electric vehicle in terms of safety and road holding and all of that, but they go above and beyond in every aspect of the car. There's full airbag layouts inside. There's great seatbelts and brakes. And then, of course, there's the active systems. So the car is watching the road for you. And if it sees something up ahead, and it's got a suite of sensors, including radar and stuff that can actually bounce off the road and detect cars 2 and 3 vehicles ahead.
Nice.
And if you look for, YouTube videos of Tesla Saves My Life or something like that, you'll see numerous instances where someone has their dash cam on, they're driving along, an alarm goes off in the car, and the car actually brakes and pulls over to the side of the road on its own.
Really?
And in a split second, the driver and the passengers will be going, "What the hell? Why is it doing this?" Or, expressing something like that. But in the foreground, or in the distance, 2 or 3 cars ahead, a car crashes. And the Tesla AI spotted that and then reacted to it. I was talking about how so if you search on YouTube for Tesla Saved My Life, you'll find a lot of videos where it'll be a dash cam video, people will be driving along, suddenly the car will start beeping, as in like an alarm inside the car, beep, 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 and then it'll brake and pull over to the side of the road. And the sensors on the car have detected, either through the camera vision or through radar that bounces off the road and detects cars, multiple cars ahead, that there was a bad situation evolving, and it was able to sort of project forward what that was going to result in, high probability of a crash. So it took over, slowed you down, pulled you over to the side of the road.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. I haven't seen too many false positives of that, which is the even more amazing thing, because it's predicting what's going to happen and reacting to it before it happens. Just stunning. And that's all technology that's involved, of course, in the self-driving and all of that it can do, which we can talk about as well.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see the full version, go to the Uncle Gold Podcast YouTube channel or watch the next clip.